Hey guys, so in Thailand on Sunday, generally you don't train Muay Thai. There's no practices available at Tiger today. So we decided to take a little day trip to the famous Phi Phi Islands. It's very beautiful, very touristy, plenty of tattoo shops and goofy things to do. And on that note, we're right outside of the famous jungle bar where tourists can fight each other for buckets of alcohol. I can't promise that I'm gonna do it. You know, for moral reasons, it would probably be good not to do it. But at the same time, I know the second I see these fights start, I'm gonna really want to. So I might be competing, I might not be. We will find out and see where the night takes us. All right, so I just did my Phi Phi Island reggae bar street fight with some random dude.
It was a lot of fun, honestly. Dude was pretty big and pretty wild, but pretty much to be expected. I think realistically, like, if I would have just tried to jab and circle, I could have got hit less, but what's the point of that? I don't know. That'd be dumb. So I moved around, obviously, but I tried to, after he'd miss, I tried to throw back. And dude was tough. I give him credit. I'd hit him, and then he would just fire right back immediately. So that made it fun. We ended up having a close fight, sort of. I think I landed most of the clean shots. He landed a lot of wide shots on my hands. I still felt it, though. Big guy. He could throw it decently hard. But it was just a lot of fun, man. I finished it with a cartwheel kick. Didn't even realize there was like 3 seconds left because the rounds are so short. It's strange. But yeah, I would recommend it. It's a fun experience. The headgear and the gloves are so big, you really don't feel any of the impact. It's pretty weird. It's also like 100 degrees in here. I don't think I realized that before I signed up. But a minute in, you know, when I normally would be feeling nothing, I was like, damn, I'm kind of hot and sweaty and a little out of breath. So that was a fun surprise. But I mean, bottom line, I got the W, I got the bucket. What else is there? So now that I had 5 minutes to sip my bucket and think about it, I'm pretty happy I did this just because, you know, I'm a grappler first and foremost. So I think the experience of someone just running at me, throwing weird stuff is valuable. You know, in sparring, it's very rare that someone just closes their eyes and swings an overhand. But that happens in fights, and even in one of my amateur fights, I kind of had a similar situation happen, my only loss. So I think realistically it was a good experience just to get the look of a dude just going nuts and trying to take my head off. I got some practice blocking those shots and trying to duck my head and just get the hell out of the way. So I think it's a net positive. I'm glad I did it and everything worked out. So just to recap, we just spent about 2 hours at the reggae bar watching fights. And I gotta say, I was really impressed with the talent level of these guys fighting. We went to the Tiger Beatdown Barbecue last night, and honestly, most of the fights here were better. The Tiger fight had a couple Thai guys that were awesome, great fight. But outside of that, the general level was higher at these bar fights where you get paid a bucket of alcohol. It was a great entertainment. As for myself, you know, I'm definitely glad I did it. Any feelings of like moral wrongness or like I was debasing myself by doing this, it went out the window when I saw how good a lot of the guys competing were. And don't get me wrong, there were plenty of drunken idiots too, but it was really random. You didn't know who you were going to get in there with, and I think that was the appeal of it. It was kind of awesome. I think I was the smallest guy of the night, which is cool too. Yeah, I had a great time, just scrapping it out, you know? The format, you get 1 minute to fight, go hard as you possibly can for 60 seconds, and then you get 3 minutes to recover. So by that point, you're ready to do it again. It's made to just go wild for a minute. And I did that. I landed 3 head kicks. It was a good time. My opponent was cool. He wasn't, you know, a technical fighter, but he knew at least how to throw a punch a little bit. So it was a fun time. We punched each other in the face pretty good. I leave at the same level of ugliness that I came in at, you know, no diminishment there. And, you know, when I turned professional, I promised myself I would never compete for free again. You know, I wouldn't go and do a jiu-jitsu tournament for $80. I wanted to be past that point in my career. And for 3 minutes of work, I got a bucket of booze that cost 16 US dollars. I think that's a pretty good value. I think I commanded a great deal for my efforts. So fun time, glad I did it. Can check off the bucket list. I had a Muay Thai fight in Thailand, and a fun one at that.